My name is Shelby Worsham. I'm the director of ACE Tennis, Amazing Children Empowered Through Tennis, through Community Connections. And so what we're going to do today, we're going to have a really fun tennis session. You're going to need a couple different things. Most of it's stuff you'll have around the house. You're also going to want a water bottle. You're going to want a racket and a ball. And if you don't have a racket or a ball, no worries. Just check the comments to find out how to get one from us. So we're going to start by setting up. We're going to set up the net first. So let's have a lot of fun. Okay, so what you're going to need 2 chairs, some string, some tape, or a stapler, as well as some tissue paper. Why, I'm going to explain it all. So if you have 2 chairs, any types of chairs, see we have an office chair, play chair, and in addition to that, in order to form the actual net part, you can use tissue paper. We're going to rip this up a little bit. And you can also use, if you have some kind of banner around the house, party decorations, this can be used as well. Some string we're going to use to form the net as well. And then again, you're going to need a stapler or some tape to connect it all together. So we're going to speed it up and show you how it goes. Okay, so a couple more details on your net. What we're going to need, again, we have our chair here. You want the height to be about the same. It doesn't really matter. We're going to use the armrest here and the top of that chair. And what we're going to do, we're going to measure our string to be the length in between these. And then we're going to rip up the tissue paper like this. And we're going to fold it over the string. Once we have our string up, we're going to fold it over. I'll show you guys that. And you can also tape the banner up to the chairs as well. And again, if you don't have this stuff, totally fine. You can get some bikes, set them up horizontally here. You can get some dogs, set them up horizontally, some other kids, some TVs, some anything around your house, and it'll work. So we're going to show you how that works. Set up our ladder. All you need for this is some sidewalk chalk or any sort of chalk you have around the house. And what we're going to do, we're just going to draw a ladder with a lot of different rungs on it. And I'll show you guys that. Alright, so now that we've drawn 2 separate vertical lines, we're going to draw some horizontal lines along it. You can have them about like 1.5 feet apart, something like that. Like your actual feet, not an actual foot. So about like that. And then about like that, a little more than 1 foot. So the first activity we're going to do is actually on our ladder that we made. So we don't need our rackets. We're going to go ahead and put these off to the side. Here we go. Okay, so the first activity we're going to do some high knees. So in order to do that, you want to bring your knee as high as you can. Step high. Step high. You want both feet going in between the ladder lines. If you can go a little faster, feel free. Keep going. Alright, so once you've gone down and back 3 times, go ahead and replay the video, and we'll show you guys the next activity. Alright, so our next activity, we're going to do some shuffles. So to do that, you're going to put your toes towards one direction. It's going to be towards your house, towards the end of your driveway, wherever you want it to be. And we're going to move both feet. So you're going to move your one foot and then the other foot. And you want both of them to go in between the lines. So one foot, another foot. Your left foot, your right foot, your first foot, your second foot. Going over those lines. And again, if you can go faster, feel free. Just try and make sure that you have both feet going in between the lines. Alright? And so once you're done with that activity, down and back 3 times, you can join us back for our next activity. Okay, so our third activity is going to be some bunny hops. So we're going to hold our feet together, and we're going to hop like bunnies. You can hold your feet together and hop over those lines until you get to the end as fast as you can, but you want to try and stay controlled. So once you've gone down and back 3 times, join us back for our last activity. Alright, so our last letter activity is going to be a little more complicated. It's called karaoke. So you're going to have both feet pointed towards one direction, towards your vertical lines. And what we're going to do, we're going to move our first foot, our left foot, the one that's closest to the ladder, we're going to move him into the square. With your other foot that's still outside the ladder, you're going to cross over into your next square. Then you're going to move your back foot, your first foot that you put in, underneath to the next rung. Then you're going to move over with one foot, under with the other, over with one, under with the other, all the way to the end. And again, go faster if you can, just try and stay controlled. And when you go back, we're going to keep our toes towards this way, so we're crossing over with our other foot. So again, we have our first foot that goes in, this time it's your right foot, and you're going to bring your left foot over, and go under, over, under, just try and stay controlled. Alright, so once you've gone down and back 3 times with that karaoke, we're going to move on to our next activity. Okay, so for our next segment, make sure you get some water before, and once you do, you're going to want to grab a ball and a partner. It's going to be your mom, your dad, your friend, anyone, okay? And players, what you're going to do, you're going to stand about 2 big steps in front of your partner, and your partner's going to have one of the balls, and what your partner's going to do is roll it in between your legs. So you want to kind of split your legs like this, and you're going to run and get the ball, okay? So once he's thrown it, you're going to run, get it, you're going to run it back, take it to your partner. Split your legs again, get ready to move, he's going to roll it again, you're going to run up, have the ball, and bring it back to your partner. And then you can switch. Once you've done 10 of those, pause the video, do 10 of those, go ahead, you can switch with your partner. So this time, you can throw the ball and your partner can run and get it, okay? So you want to try and roll it in between their legs, keep it in between the legs, the partner's going to run and go, get it, and bring it back. So once they get 10 of those, go ahead and pause the video, do that, and go ahead and play it again. Okay, so in our next activity, you're going to have our partner here. My partner has 2 balls, your partner have 2 balls here. You're going to stand about half your net width here, apart from your partner, and he's going to hold up both balls, he's going to count down, and what you're going to do, you're going to be ready on your toes, and once he drops it, you're going to run up and get it, but you don't know which one's dropping, so you got to be ready for both, alright? So he's going to count down, he's going to drop.
3, 2, 1.
You're going to run up and grab it, throw it back to your partner, alright? And if you need 2 bounces, totally fine, I'll show that too. Count.
3, 2, 1.
Totally fine to take 2, alright? And so go ahead and work up to 1, pause the video, get 10 of those, and go ahead and restart it. Let's get your rackets out. You want to kind of decide which hand you're going to hold the racket with for the activities. Because most of the time we're just going to have one hand on it today for our activities, so I'm going to kind of help you figure out which hand that'll be. So if you write with your right hand, you're going to want to hold the racket with your right hand. If you write with your left hand, you want to hold it with your left hand. But if you're not sure which hand you write with, that's totally fine. You just want to have a partner or a parent, a friend. You want kind of your hands to the side. Players, you want your hands kind of hanging down. And your partner, your parent, whoever that is, they're going to kind of hand you the racket with the grip facing towards you. And so whichever hand you naturally grab the racket with, that'll be the hand you want to try the activities with today. And you can totally switch between hands, see which one you feel most comfortable with, and kind of go from there. Do the activities with both hands, see which one you end up liking better, and that'll be how you do it. Okay, so once you have your racket, when you're not doing activities, I want you guys to hold it like it's your best friend, okay? We're going to hug it like this, just to keep us safe. And now I'm going to kind of show you how to hold the racket, okay? So you're going to hold it like you're shaking hands with someone. So I'm going to shake hands with my dad like this. And now what he's going to do, I'm going to shake hands with the racket now. Just like I was holding his hand. And so that's kind of how we hold it. The first activity we're going to do right now is called sandwiches. So with sandwiches, we have 1 piece of bread. We have another piece of bread. Our ball is your peanut butter and jelly, your turkey and ham and cheese, meatballs, whatever you want it to be in your sandwich. You're going to drop that, and you're going to bring the 2 pieces of bread together. Just like this, okay? So keep making some sandwiches because I'm hungry and I need it, alright? You're going to keep going like that. And once you have 10, go ahead and pause the video. And once you have 10, you can start again. Alright, so our next activity is called rolling sandwiches. So what we're going to do, we have our ball, our racket, and your partner also has a racket here. don't have a racket or ball, check the comments and we'll help you with that. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our ball on the ground. We're going to have our same grip on that racket, holding hands or shaking hands, and you're going to have your palm facing towards your partner, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of tap that ball, and then the partner's going to sandwich it on the ground with the floor as the other piece of bread. So we have our palms facing each other, sandwich it on the ground. If you think you can get a little more, once you've gotten 10, go ahead and move on. And what we're going to do, if you feel like you can, we're going to kind of move a little like he just did, all right? So now I'm going to tap it a little away from him, so he has to go run and move. That was a little slow for my roll. We're going to go like that, and now he's going to run over there. Kind of make it fun. You can kind of be mean to your parents and run them off the driveway. Alright, so once you finish, we're going to go ahead and pause the video here, and then once you finish 10 times back and forth doing your rolling sandwiches, go ahead and do 10 times back and forth doing the rolling sandwiches on the run, and then go ahead and play the video. Okay, so in our next activity, we're going to have our ball and our racket. Your ball is we're going to make this ball your dog, your cat, your elephant, whatever animal you like to walk the most. Alright, so we're going to place our animal on the ground, and our racket's going to be our leash. Alright, so go ahead and have your racket in that handheld position, shaking hands. You're going to roll the ball to the net. So we don't want to have our ball run off. We don't want it to go ahead, because then we have to run all the way around and grab that ball. Alright, instead, we want to keep that ball real close to us, alright? Because you don't want your dog to run off when you're walking him, right? So we're going to keep it real close to us. When we get to that net, push the net, turn around, roll it on back, keep it super close to you. Going faster sometimes make that a little hard, so go as slow as you need to keep that ball close to you. Alright, so go ahead and go back, down and back 3 times and then replay the video. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take this ball and we're going to place it on our strings. So we still have our hand-shaking position here, but you want your palm facing towards the sky, our strings are towards the sky, and we're going to put that ball in our racket. We're keeping our strings towards the sky. We're going to walk to the net and back. Alright, so you're going to keep those strings towards the sky like this, okay? Again, you're going to walk to the net. You're going to touch it. If you want to try and jog while you're doing it, totally awesome, alright? If you find that ball is just rolling off and you can't control it, you can take it here and put it in this is called the neck, the triangle here. You can balance it here, and it makes it a little easier, and you can try and work up to this, alright? So go ahead and pause the video, get 3 down and backs of those, and then restart the video. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we still have our ball and our racket, and what we're going to do here is called tap-ups. So again, we have these strings pointed towards the sky just like they just were. We have our palm towards the sky too. What we're going to do, we're going to drop the ball from up here, let him bounce, tap up, and catch it. When you tap up, what we don't want to do, we don't want to have our strings pointed that way. Because guess what that means? You got to run and get it. Luckily, I had my partner throw me another one. But what we're going to do here is, again, keep your strings as towards the sky as you can. Keep them flat like that. Alright? So let it bounce again and catch it. Once you get 10 of these, so go ahead and pause the video. Once you get 10, replay. Alright, so now that you've replayed the video, what we're going to do, we're going to make it a little bit harder. Alright? So what we're going to do now is we're not going to catch the ball in between our tap-ups. So we still want our strings towards the sky, but we're just going to keep going, alright? So let it bounce in between. Alright, and if you feel like you got that, once you get 10, go ahead and move up to this modification, alright? You're going to go up without a bounce in between. This is pretty hard, alright? So if you can't do that, no worries. Just keep going with this, alright? And once you're done with that, if you master this one, once you get 10 of these, you can make it even harder, alright? So you're going to twist your racket back and forth. Palm towards the sky, strings towards the sky, and palm towards the ground. Switching back and forth. Just like that, alright? Alright, and go ahead and pause the video and then restart when you have gotten 10 of those. Okay, so now what we're going to do, you're going to get your partner again. You both want rackets, alright? So this is kind of a modification of our last activity. So we had our strings towards the sky and we were tapping up. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do that same motion of a little tiny tap, but we're going to go over our net that we built, okay? We're going to let it bounce. So we're going to tap it here. It's going to bounce over the net. It's going to bounce up, and your partner is going to tap it up as well, okay? So we want our palms towards the other person. We're going to once you get to 10, go ahead and restart the video after you've paused. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to take one big step back from where we just were, alright? We're going to do almost the same thing. We're going to do our tap ups, but this time we're going to hit from back here, okay? So again, you're going to drop it, tap it, real small swings with our strings, alright? So tap it over the net, partner's going to tap it back, and you're going to keep tapping, alright? I'm missing that again. Okay, so you're going to keep going like that. Try and get 10 in a row, and once you get 10, go ahead and start the video again. Another modification for this activity and for the others, you can have your partner here. Your partner can drop it. For our sandwiches, you can sandwich it like that. Anytime you need your partner, go ahead and bring them in, and anytime you want to go back to sandwiches, go ahead and do that, okay? So for this one, what we can do is he can drop it for us, and we can tap it over if you have trouble going back and forth, all right? So go ahead and pause the video, try that, and keep going. So for our next activity, I'm going to go ahead and grab that piece of chalk again. We're going to draw 3 big circles, okay? So this one is about, we'll say, about 5 big steps from your net. You're going to go ahead and place a circle on the ground. All right, so this is going to be our starting spot. All right, and then a little closer to the net, about halfway in between, you're going to do another circle. These circles are going to kind of form a triangle. And again, you're going to form another circle on the other side right here. All right, so we have our 3 circles in a triangle, okay? So go ahead and pause the video, do that, and restart. Okay, so for this activity, you don't need your rackets. Players, you're going to stand on this back dot, the one that's farthest from the net, okay? And you're going to be on your toes with your knees bent and your feet wide, okay? You're ready to move, all right? And we have a partner on the other side of the net with a ball, all right? And what we're going to do, we're going to move to one of these 2 front dots. So we have our 2 front dots. You can start with the left one or the right one. Doesn't really matter. But again, we're on our toes, ready to move. We're going to move to this one. Our partner's going to roll it to us. We're going to catch it, and you're going to roll it back underneath to your partner. All right, so I'll show that, okay? So again, we're ready to move. We're going to run up to this one. Your partner's going to roll it. You're going to trap it and roll it back underneath. Then you're going to back pedal back to the center one. On your toes, ready to go. Run up to this one. Trap it. Roll it back to your partner. Back pedal back. And once you get 10 of those, go ahead and restart the video. Alright, so for this next activity, it's a little similar to the other one. Again, we have our partner on the other side of the net with the ball. We're going to again start on this back center dot on our toes, feet wide, ready to move. Alright, so you're going to walk, you're going to run up, walk up, you can start walking, whatever you can do. Try and work up to running. Alright, so once you're up here, your partner's going to throw it, it's going to bounce, and you're going to catch it and roll it back. Alright, so I'll show you how that looks. So again, we're on our toes, ready to move. We're going to run up to this front dot. You're going to catch it off the first bounce. You're going to roll it back underneath. If you need 2 bounces to catch it, no worries at all. So back, pedal back. Again, ready to move. You're going to run up to your second one. It's going to bounce. You're going to catch. You're going to roll it back. Back pedal to the center one, all right? And once you get 10 of those, go ahead and restart the video. All right, so now we're going to bring our racket into the game, okay? So again, we're going to hold our racket like it's our best friend. We're going to start on the center dot. Go ahead and grab your racket like you're shaking a hand again. So we're on our center dot in ready position. This is called ready position. You're on your toes, ready to move, okay? So what we're going to do now, we're going to run up to this dot. Our partner's going to throw it over the net. We're going to sandwich it. Like we did at the beginning, 1 piece of bread, other piece of bread, and our filling in the middle, okay? I'm going to show you how that looks. So again, starting on this dot, ready to move. You're going to run up. You're going to toss it, and we're going to make a sandwich. And then with your left hand, if you're right-handed, if you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, you're going to roll it back underneath to your partner. Back pedal back. Ready to move again. And then you're going to run up to this one. Again, your partner throws it. You sandwich it. You roll it back underneath. And back pedal back. All right, so go ahead and pause the video, get 10 of those, and restart. All right, so if you're having a little trouble with the ball coming over the net and you're having a little trouble trapping it like a sandwich, that's totally fine. What you can start with instead is, again, start on this dot, toes up on your toes, ready to move, but instead of coming up here and sandwiching it, your partner can roll it to you, and you can sandwich it on the ground, and then you can roll it back underneath, okay? So I'll show you guys that. You're going to be back here ready to move, run up here, and you're going to sandwich it on the ground, and you're going to roll it back underneath, okay? Back pedal back, ready to move again, roll up to your other one, sandwich it, roll it back pedal back, okay? So try and get 10 of those. Go ahead and move on to the sandwiches where your partner throws it after that, and then replay the video. Okay, so our last version of the same activity going to be tapping over the net, okay? So again, back on your dot, toes up on your toes, ready to move. You can try and add a little hop here too. It's called the split step, just means you're ready to move, okay? So add a hop, run up to your dot here. Your partner is going to throw it over. You're going to tap it back this time. Again, we want a real small swing, all right? And so make sure you get here in time to turn around and get that ball on the side of your body that you right with, okay? So if you're right-handed, you want to make sure it's on that right side of you, okay? So right here, you're ready to move. You're going to run up. I'm having to move a little out of the way because it's my right hand. So your partner, it's kind of hard with the wind sometimes, but go ahead and you want it to bounce one time and tap it over, okay? Back pedal back. Ready to move. Split step. Up. Tap it back. Back, you're ready to move. Split step. Up. And back pedal back. Okay, so try and get 10 of those on each side. Make sure you're splitting in between. And once you're done with that, restart the video. Okay, so for our last activity here, it's going to be a fun little game, okay? So what we have some string, I have some Band-Aids, I have a granola bar, and I have some Crystal Light. Really, whatever you have around the house will work. Balls, toothpaste, toothbrush, anything you have, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to put these on the ground. If you have a laundry basket, go ahead and use that. If you don't, no worries. As long as your objects don't roll, we're going to be fine, okay? So you're going to put this on the other side of your ladder. So again, we're using our chalk ladder here. We're going to put our basket down here, okay? At the end of our ladder, all right? And then what you're going to do, you're going to pick up your racket, shaking hands. You're going to have your strings towards the sky. What we're going to do, we're going to grab one of these objects. I have Band-Aids here. You're going to put it on your strings. And what you're going to do, you can try any activity you want. Okay, so first I'm just going to walk through the ladder, going all the way down as fast as you can, being controlled. You're going to dump it into your laundry basket. Okay, so then you can do your activity back this way, all the way back down. All right, so then you're going to grab your next object. So now I have my granola bar here. So what you can do, you can try doing shuffles. Okay, so have your toes towards one way. You're going to shuffle down, one foot, other foot into the rings. You can try karaoke. You can try bunny hops that we did at the beginning. Whatever you want. And you're going to dump your object in. All right, so you're going to keep going until you get all your objects in our basket here. And that means you won, okay? And go ahead and time yourself. And if you think you want to try and make it faster, go ahead and do it again. And you guys can make it faster. I know you can. All right, so great job today. You guys did awesome. So proud of you for coming and joining me for tennis. And I'll see you next time.